Good afternoon, soccer fans. Welcome to the John and Jim Show and our first broadcast for the WLA 2016 soccer season. Today is the season conference opener for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings taking on the Lomira Lions. Last season, the WLA Vikings came in with a record of 19 wins, 2 losses, and 6 ties. On the other side, the Lomira Lions struggled last season with a record of 2 wins, 10 losses, and 2 ties. And we'll be right back with the introduction of the players and the opening kickoff. Today's broadcast is copyrighted and protected by the Jim and John Show, but we want our WLA families to share it. The opinions expressed during the Jim and John Show are ours and not WLA or any other affiliates of WLA. So, go ahead and enjoy today's broadcast.
For the WLA Vikings, in goal, a senior, co-captain, number 0, Nick Paul. A junior midfielder, number 3, Ben Dorse. A senior defender, number 4, Jacob Zunker. A junior defender, number 5, Mason Kovalek. A senior forward, number 10, Zach Wright. A senior midfielder, number 11, Johnny Peterson. A senior forward, number 12, Luke Mayhawk. A senior defender, number 14, co-captain, John O'Connor. Also a senior midfielder, number 15, Josh Stiesfeld. A senior defender, number 17, Zach Schrader. And a junior midfielder, number 18, Tyler Neritz.
Well, here we are at WLA getting ready for the 2016 fall kickoff with the home opener, WLA versus Lomira. With 12 returning seniors for WLA, things look mighty fine for the opening going season. We should lose. Stand by the road. Stand by the road. Cheers. Go by. As the players get ready to take the field, we take a look at a pitch. Pitch looks absolutely beautiful. Looks to be about 75 degrees. Breezy with the wind coming out of the west at about 15 miles an hour. But the field has looked probably the best I've seen it in 2 or 3 years, Jim.
Yeah, that's right, John.
He's checking his phone to see what the wind actually was. We got a few new players this year. We got to jockey the players around a little bit. It looks like one of our star midfielders, Travis, is out for the game with a knee injury. So it looks like they're jockeying a little bit. Looks like we have our teams ready to go here. And we're getting ready for the beginning of the 2016 conference schedule. Looks like nice possession right off from the start. Johnny Peterson drops it back to the Zunker, around to Schrader. What a beautiful day for soccer, right, Jim?
It's soccer time, John. Nothing like it. Of course, the Vikings, their second game in, the last 3 or 4 days with a big win over Fondy on Tuesday night here at the complex, 9-0. I believe that's the first time they've ever played. Is that correct?
That is the first time that I can remember in probably 15 years that they actually was a true game and not a scrimmage. We got a little bit of a scrum and an opportunity to score right now. And it looks like it's a corner kick for WLA, first one of the conference season. And they're playing Lomira. And Lomira looks like they have a new coach this year, Zach Penatonen. And it looks like Luke Mayhawk taking that corner kick. Is that what it looks like? Yep. Puts a nice ball floating up in the air. And right off one of our players. Oh, just outside to the left. Looked like a nice little shot. And the first goal kick for the conference season. Is Kyler the center mid playing for Travis? Is that correct?
Yes.
Number 18.
I think they is.
John.
Dorst? Dorst is playing. Excuse me. Ben Dorst. Number 3. Oh, there he is. Who's got the ball right now? A little clog up in the midfield. And Luke's got the ball looking for, right at his heel.
Yeah, they got a couple of juniors playing middle mid with Clary out. Both those kids had great summers. Both Kyler and Ben Dorst. Both.
There's Ben Dorst right now with the ball. Looks like they're playing the Thiesfeld at an outside mid.
They got about 8
There's the ball right into the side. Ooh, tough kick by the goalie. That could have been a punishment there.
Very young.
Ball over the top. Let's see if he comes out and gets it. Schrader makes a good play on the ball to get it to the outside. Nice pickup by Thiesfeld to get the ball up the field and control. I haven't seen Zach touch the ball too much here. Whenever Zach touches the ball, it seems to go a little bit better there in the scoring. Somebody lost a little safety issue there. Oh, and it's over the top, and Luke is onside. At least that's what the call is. He cuts back. Is he going to take a shot with the left? And he does. Nice stop by the goalie, I should say. Jim, what is that goalie? A younger goalie? I don't remember him from the past.
Lomira graduated a kid that played all 4 years last year. Big 6'2", 200-pound kid. So this must be the heir apparent.
Ooh, another nice hands up in the air. Zach's trying to drive it down the line. I'd like to see him diagonally put it to the back. About 22 degrees, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you this Lomira goalie's going to earn his money tonight because he's going to get pounded. So it'll be a good test for him.
Yeah, 2 shots in about a minute, or under a minute. Point blank at 1. Oh. Got quite a bit of returning seniors for WLA that have had some good playing time. Looking over there, Johnny Peterson, our 2 outside mids had a lot of playing time last season.
And they bring Michael Billets, another senior off the bench, who played the entire year last year. So when it comes to talent and experience, the Vikings are as deep as I can remember in a while.
I haven't checked up on Michael, see how his knee was coming, but I think he had some surgery this early in the summer. And hope that he can get back to full strength as quickly as possible. Because you got to have those 3 or 4 outside mids to be successful. And look at that. That Jim looked textbook there to me. An inside-outside play. Thiesfeld coming down the line. And a very dangerous play. John O'Connor makes the right move, just a little bit too much power. You saw John O'Connor play a little bit this summer, Jim?
Yeah, I would say, with the exception of Travis Clary, this group you're looking at right here played together all summer long. The team my son Jordan coached, and they did very, very well. They ended up tied for the lead in the conference. They lost on tiebreakers, but there's some big Valley schools in there, so it was a great summer for them. Good competition.
Yep, that off season is very important to the program as well as the kids. My scouting report said John Connor had a big improvement summer. So
yeah, yep.
Was apparently one of maybe the most improved players during the summer, at least the top 3.
Well, he's been starting since he was a sophomore, and the one thing I noticed was he was a little more assertive, which is something you and I both looked for last year. Sometimes when kids get to be a senior, that's what comes with that, is the assertiveness and take charge a little more. So coming into this year, you'd be hard pressed to find a real weakness on this team, but the defense is a little inexperienced. So you got a new sweeper in Zach Schrader, a new defender right here in Mason Kobelik. Good athletes, and so hopefully early on they'll be able to gel, because you know how important that is to Pastor Haig, that back four.
Yeah, and can't forget the goalie there. Is that his 4th year starting as goalie?
Third year.
Yep.
So it's always good to have. John's been there, 3 years, and so has Nick. Get out. And of course, it wouldn't seem right without having one of the Zunker boys back there on defense. It's been about 6 years straight.
Oh, that is a beautiful pass. Wow.
Speedster.
And look at that shot. Absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you what, coming down the field with the diagonal pass, opening up the lane, made it very, very easy to get a shot off for Zach, but not an easy shot as the goalie was coming across to play it, but Zach plays it to his left foot and puts it to the outside with just an absolute beautiful shot
in the 8th minute
to put WLA up
by number 10, Zach Wright.
1-0 in the 8th minute.
Mayhawk.
But absolutely beautiful, Jim, coming down the field, almost like textbook. They look like they worked on that.
Well, John, we've been following sports for a long time, and there's 4 keys I always think to making maybe a championship-type team, and 2 we've talked about, and that's talent and experience, and they have plenty of that. The third one is depth, and you'll see as we start subbing here, there's some real quality kids on the bench. But the final thing is chemistry, and you've coached and you've known long enough that how the kids get along, whether unselfishness, and you just saw it there from one of the stars. Luke Mayhawk gave it up, and if they can play that way this year, I think they're going to be really, really hard to beat.
Yeah, I think they're not. I look forward to hopefully being the conference champion and going not only deep in the playoffs, but again, very hopeful that WLA can go back to state. They have that kind of caliber team this year, just from the victory of 9-0 over Fond du Lac. That kind of shows you early in the season. Pretty tough to beat a big school like that, especially with the new coach that they have at Fondy.
Yep. Correct me if I'm wrong, the last 2 seasons, WLA season ended in a sectional final loss to Sturgeon Bay, who's again probably going to be in their sectional. So, if you want to get there, there's some good teams waiting for you.
Yep, you got to possess the ball and score goals. It all comes down to he who scores the most goals wins. It's funny because watching a lot of college soccer, it's constantly possess the ball and hope not to make a mistake. Where I enjoy WLA soccer because it's, yes, you don't want to make mistakes, but it is more of an attacking offensive play. Very similar to Mexican football. It's more of an up the field, faster pace, more enjoyable to watch. That was a little bit of a tough one.
Step Zach, you got help behind it.
And he just made a technical mistake right there on the offense, which is good. You're able to get back and slow the ball down, and there's a giveaway.
Boy, everything goes to number 5. It's like all there is.
Got a little bit of handball. Number 5, yeah, look at that, over the top. They weren't ready, and oh, look at that play. Absolutely hustle play. Nothing more than a hustle play. We got to stop the clock. Oh, we do not have an injured player. Thought we had an injured player for a second, but we do not. For some reason, the referee's coming over to
Viking
the
goal
side.
in the 11th minute. Number 12, Luke Mayhawk.
You know, we have veteran referees. I'm looking at the side ref. He's been around for a long time. I do not have a question whatsoever that was offsides, because it was not. It was a good play. I think we just caught Lomira sleeping, and there's a takedown at the center. Tell you what, Jim, so far I'm very impressed with our forwards. Are really playing well together.
Yeah, you're looking at two seniors again. Both played a ton last year. Plenty of experience. Luke, as you can see by watching the game, is a very physical player. Strong. He's a wrestler. A lot about leverage and so forth. Zach Wright's pretty much just
In for the Lions, number
speed,
17, Gage Fleischman.
and both of them they complement each other very well. And you're going to see some other kids come off the bench here. And Kyler Narrance was playing up there at forward last year. Now they're moving him back to middle mid now until Travis Clary comes back. But you put him up there, and that's another great scoring threat.
Yeah, Mason Kolblick with throw in, new to the defense, as you would say, and they got him on the left side, which typically that's where your best forwards are coming down, usually on this right side. Oh,
again, last year we saw number 15, Josh Thiesfeld, play a lot of middle mid, center mid, and. He's starting tonight out here on the left, I'm sure, because that Michael Billets is a little dinged up with that knee. So they're definitely not at full strength, but boy, they've got a lot of weapons.
Wind is playing a little bit. That nice cross over to Johnny Peterson from Thiesfeld was a beautiful cross. A little bit of wind, he missed it. I think just the wind kind of threw him off. But then we centered her back. It looked like a good opportunity, but we didn't take advantage of that particular one. Yeah, quite a bit of jockeying around, giving players opportunities to play, which is always good because you're only as good as your bench, especially when you start getting deep into the playoffs as kids start to get dinged up and hurt.
One more.
There's a good opportunity right here to finish.
Oh,
took the left-footed shot, toe kicked it, just kind of went off to the left a little bit. If he would have turned his foot and squared her up, he probably would have knocked that one home. But early in the season yet, we're not gonna pick on them. That as the season goes along, they'll take care of those little.
Probably made the right decision, wouldn't you say, John? Just didn't execute it.
Yep, just get you got to get that quick shot off. Sometimes they want to line it up like it's bowling.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit rough on that play, but that's why they call it football. It's a manly sport without pads.
No. When you said his name, they laughed, so I have no idea.
Looks like we got a player a little close. He doesn't quite know how many
Excuse me.
10 steps are.
What's your name?
Braden.
Braden. And last name?
Well, this is a dangerous spot right here to the back side of the pole.
S-T-A-U.
Will they float the wind a little bit?
And your number?
21.
Thank you, Braden.
Wait for the whistle. And nice play. Not quite. Boy, Jim, they are loading the defense, aren't they?
It's pretty much Lomira's MO, and then they always have one real fast kid up top that they hopefully can get a break on.
Uh-oh. Oh. Nice shot. Oh, off the pole, but not sure what the call was there. You know, Kyle, 18, yep. Kyle had an opportunity, and that's a younger player, kind of ball watching a little bit, but Kyler, if you get an opportunity to watch his back, you'll see if you would have went forward and played the ball just a little bit more aggressively, would have had an opportunity to score. But that's okay. Young players, that's a nice header. He just made up for everything. A nice shot. I don't know if the goalie's got one clean yet, Jim. It looks like they've all come off of his hands. I don't know if we're taking.
Coming in there.
I was going to say, are they hard shots or is he just fumbling a little bit?
We're pounding it pretty good right now.
Maybe it was the early season jitters, but Jim says they're rocketing them in. So
watch the left foot here on number 12.
Look at that come right. Oh, wind took her back.
Really knocked that thing down. Yeah. Hopefully he'll adjust next time. He'll pound it a little harder.
Well, our defense hasn't had that much opportunity to defend. A couple of early opportunities, but we haven't seen the ball, I don't know, in the last 3 minutes or so even come on our side of the half. Playing into the wind. Lomira, that makes it hard. Yeah, number 5, he's couldn't be fast. Nicely done by a young first-year player at varsity.
That's all right, Mike. That's all right.
So this weekend, John, or I should say this week, what a way to kick it off. You got Fondy on Tuesday, Lomira on Thursday, and then the Kettle Moraine Lutheran tournament this weekend. I believe Wisconsin
In for the
Lutheran will be
Vikings, number
there.
16,
Kettle Moraine
Michael Billets.
Lutheran
And number 19,
Prep, I
Devin
think, are
Schneider.
along with the Vikings. So, those will be two tough games this weekend, too.
Kind of like the old Lutheran Invitational that's changed to Kettle.
Yep. And what I'm hearing is that...
Number 16.
Oh!
There we go.
Nicely done.
Another very unselfish play by Luke.
Luke is just setting them up. No, Zach put it in. It was a spinning ball, and Zach
Viking goal in the 17th minute.
didn't
Number
hit
10,
it exactly
Zach
square,
On an assist
but
by
it was
Luke
good
Mayhawk.
enough to put it in. He got enough counter to the spin where it was able to go in just to the left post. A goal is a goal. So, Jim, we're up 3-0, just as you predicted in the 17th minute, that Lomira would see a
In
powerful
for the
offense.
Lions,
And
number
that's what they've
16,
seen.
Xavier Rowe.
Had our first 2 subs, Jim, come in. I didn't see it was Billets I saw come in.
Those are the two outside, as you called it. Usually Pastor will give them 10 to 12 minutes and then sub them. So Michael Billets, along with Devin
Schneider, yep.
Devin Schneider played some defense for us last year, and that's the important position. They have to run. So that's our depth right now.
That's a running spot. There's a...
But how nice is that to be able to come in with 2 more seniors? I mean, the depth of this team is truly amazing, especially when you get Cleary back.
We're going to watch Billets here. Looks like he's doing okay. We'll keep an eye on him with his knee. I think he was a little hurt when I talked with his grandmother over the summer. He was a little hurt that he got hurt, but looks like he's recovering pretty decent here. Never know until you really start running on it.
As you can see, John, we have a new ticket booth. Things are starting to really perk up here at the old Fondy soccer complex.
Yeah, looks like.
And I believe we were promised that we were going to have an enclosed building this year too up here, but hopefully that'll be done before it gets
Number
cold.
19.
I heard that there were free
19.
cocktails all the way through the
Lomira.
season, but
Number 19.
I don't know if that's the
Are
case.
you Blake Wondra? Yep. Okay, thank you. I got you. Thanks, Jack.
John, see number 8 here in white.
Yeah.
First freshman to play on varsity in a little bit for boys, so nice to see some young talent.
Haven't seen a freshman play since old Aaron Calkins played.
Well, no, actually,
Sonny Johnson.
Oh, Sonny Johnson.
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that's and
It doesn't happen very often.
not when you're as loaded as this program has been, and
In for Lomira, number
a lot of
19,
three-year players.
Blake Wondra,
Yep.
and number 21, Braden Scouse.
It's nice to get them
And for
out
the
there a little bit.
Vikings, Number 8, Jack Raby.
How about center mid too? Like no pressure on you. Huh? That's a
Right.
very important position. Let's watch him a little bit. See what we got here.
Oop, a little bit of hand we got away with.
Both of them. Here we go. Center.
Nice play back. Oh, nice defensive play by Lomira. Then didn't know what to do with it.
Number 10 for Lomira. Do you remember Zach Weston?
Yes.
Basketball.
Yep.
That's one of his 2 little brothers on the team. So you can see he's got some
Good athletic ability is right. Oh, this is dangerous again. Oh,
right back to you.
There's his first opportunity. I'm not going to shoot. He's going to pass. So.
Oh, what a thrill.
Right in the right position, Jim. Look at that.
Yeah. Remember that when your boys got their first varsity sniff, all 3 of how great that was? You know, they just, I finally made it. Here we go.
Oh, a pole hitter.
Ball by number 8. What's his name? Wow.
Jack, nice opportunity to ball into the play of. I got to give Luke Mayha credit on that play. He didn't try and put the ball down. He just took the quick shot, hit the pole, but
And last name?
great opportunity. Let's see what Luke does this time on the corner. Last time took it out of bounds and the wind got it. Let's see what happens here.
No, same result.
No, went to the same school.
Kind of me on my chip shots in golf. They look the same.
In for the Lions, number 6,
Did you get a little golf
Juan
in this year,
Berlanga.
Jim?
I didn't, John.
And returning for the
During
Lions,
prime
number
of golf
2,
season, I
Evan
threw my back
Middlestead.
out, and for about a month I was out of commission, and that's when we had teed up for WLA. I didn't make that. So I kind of missed out on golfing with my boys a little bit this summer.
Yeah, that back injury, boy, that'll slow you down faster than anything.
You know, it's kind of weird. At 50-something, everything takes longer to heal, too. Instead of days, it's weeks.
Oh, wide open to the left. Oh, I don't know if he saw the billets boy there. Low and hard is a good coaching from
Returning for the
Coach
Vikings,
Haig.
number 15, Josh Thiesfeld.
Here's an interesting move. As I mentioned earlier, Josh Thiesfeld played a ton at center mid last year, and he's the first kid to rotate in along with Jack to take that center mid. So they're going to give Josh some minutes there too. He's pretty good in the middle there. I believe there's another Thiesfeld on the team. His cousin Richie scored a goal, didn't he?
I heard that. Look at Billets playing nice ball with a nice pass. A little bit aggressive. Not quite that fast yet. Zach passes like he's passing to himself so fast that great opportunity, good heads up play. Just a little bit too fast. Wynn took advantage of that. Great play by Jack there to snipe the ball from the kid from behind. Good speed.
So he stays
Boy,
right
Jack has got good speed, good position. You know, kind of always watch the freshmen a little bit, see how they come. Look at that, Jim. Slowed him down again. Took 5 really right out of the offensive play.
How much ground he covered. He never came off the ball. He stayed right with it.
He took number 5 right out of that play, which really should have had more opportunity. Look at Luke with his head up. I don't remember seeing that much last year, but I just saw him dribbling, looking up. Well, that's an excellent sign. A couple of players back in, or one for the first
Vikings,
time.
number 2, Hunter Gardner, and number 6, Richie Thiesfeld.
Okay, so here's our 2 younger underclassmen, Jim, coming in as forwards.
Yeah, actually, Hunter's a senior. He didn't
I'm sorry.
Didn't get a ton of time last year, but fairly quick, good foot skill. And Richie, I think, is a junior. So we got here's our two new attackers. Let's see what goes on there.
I'll tell you what, Zach and Luke really look like they have played together. I don't know if they play summer ball together, but they sure look like they did.
They did, and they have now for a couple of years. So
they're communicating well. I was pretty impressed with that. Here's our young player. Look at that turn. That is very nice. Whoop.
Good job, Taylor. Yeah, turn, Brink. Turn.
Schrader with a nice play.
So how weird is it to look back at that defense and not see old
Justin
Kraus there, a 3.5 year player for.
Yeah, almost said Justin.
Yeah, he was probably one of the best ever, and there's been some good ones here.
Drop!
Boy, keep possessing. Make him step.
Oh, nice ball. Nice ball.
Good idea.
Laid it up front. You know, the only thing that could have happened a little bit better is just a little bit to the outside of an angle, but, you know, ball was all right.
Boy, Nick.
That's the C Nick coming up.
That's the line he needs to be on. Years past, he'd stay a little tight. Now he's bringing his line out where it should be.
Yeah, in fact, played out a little bit farther on that particular play. Didn't have to run from the back line and did a nice job. Now, if you're wondering today, our broadcast is brought to Fondy Complex here. And if it's a little shaky, that's because we're a little old.
22. Lomira. Are you Cameron Della Piazza?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's good, boys. That's good.
You know who 20 is in white?
Yes.
There you go.
Looks like we haven't brought it up much on the right-hand side at all, which is typically the strong side.
Here's an interesting player coming in for us.
Returning for Lomira, number 22, Cameron Della
20, Luke
Piazza.
Slavinsky.
And for the Vikings, number 3, Ben Dorst. And number 20, Luke Slavinsky.
Luke opted not to play summer soccer, but all reports have been he's had a really good camp, and I think he's going to be one of those valuable subs, and a kid next year you're going to lean on heavily. Is
he playing John O'Connor's spot there? Is that what he's?
Yeah. Yep.
Looks like he's playing that.
So Pastor wants somebody next year to be able to handle that. It's a very important position. So.
Nicely done by Schrader again.
So cool, isn't he? He just
boy, you got to be cool in that position, don't
just
you?
like Justin was, just unfazed.
Boy, that's one of those hard positions to play. You make a mistake, they score, and everybody expects you to play perfect ball all the time. Oh, here comes our two backup.
Very nice.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh. I didn't know if he could because this guy kicked that. So.
Give me something to do that.
Well, he was playing heads up there. He wasn't quite sure.
Nice job, Richie Hunter. Nice combination. There you go.
Zach made him no turn from Zach. That's a good play.
Go.
That's what we like to see right there, Jim. Another great play by the goalie. Not sitting way back in the box, but coming up and playing the line right.
Well, I was talking to Nick's parents before the game, and they've become fairly knowledgeable soccer fans. And his grandfather Dave told me, he said, we're a little worried because WLA's playing their defense so high.
Okay, thank you.
And there's a nice play.
Oh!
There's a free one.
Come on, Sebastian, be ready.
Oh, he chipped it. Too bad. Good opportunity.
So if your defense is going to be that high, your goalie his line has to, react to that. So.
Well, and Jim, you think that they're playing high because they're confident of their speed, or is this because Lomira's really only got one offensive player of any threat right at the moment?
I'm not sure because Pastor normally doesn't play that high of a line in the past. So it would be interesting to see against the better teams if that's a theme that will continue. Because we've seen in the past, teams bring their defense up past midfield on us,
Oh yeah,
and trying to get us offside. So a lot of interesting strategies.
I always like when the other team brings their defense up high, because I think over the years WLA has had tremendous speed from forwards. Okay, here comes Hunter again, doing a nice job with the ball. Waiting for a little support, just like what you want to do. Now go to the center, which is exactly what he's
Spread
doing.
out, give him some targets here.
Oh.
Fight a little harder than that. Number 6.
Yeah, Richie Thiesfeld got a lesson in shouldering.
To the right.
Nice play there, Jim.
I'm
Boy,
very
that
impressed
looked.
with Mason Kobelis.
I can see why. That
He's
was
going to be the next star defender. You'll probably be the sweeper next year.
that was not a rookie play whatsoever. He turned his defender around.
One. You got it.
Oh, you know, Michael doesn't look like Michael's in the
Heat.
He's still bothering him. Did you know that?
Settle. Hey, get behind.
John said he did.
There you go. Let's go, Blake. Hit their flag.
Long ball to the outside, and Zunker does the positive right thing. Up the field, out of bounds when you don't know who's behind you. It's absolutely perfect play.
Yeah, give me a sub.
In for the Lions, number 13, Zach Weston, and number 14, Cody Schellen.
These 4:30 games are always a challenge, Jim. Challenge for the parents to get here.
We all do.
Challenge for us to get here.
Yep.
We're so dedicated, we leave work early just to be here. We got to give Gwen a good hand, too, for announcing, calling out the players. It's always a high-stress job, making sure that it can even say the names right.
Especially when you're playing St. Lawrence.
I was going to say, and it gets more challenging as you...
Just got to roll all your R's. It's pretty safe.
Oh, back to Hunter in the center. There's our Jack again. Right in the right position.
Surveying, looking. Oh.
Takes a nice little shot. Lined her up. Boy, that kind of, I don't want to say he is messy, but boy, isn't that what Messi does? Lines her up, looks
Returning
for
for the
it.
Lions, number
Takes
10,
a quick
Brian
pop.
Weston. And for the Vikings, number 11, Johnny Peterson, and number 18, Kyler Narrance.
You know, along with these early games, too, you got a little bit of heat. Thank goodness we got the wind today, cooling it off. But early seasons game, boy, you got to have subs and water, and it gets a little bit tough.
It's kind of a cool season. You know, you go from 90-degree heat to, you know, hopefully at state, you know, when our boys were there, it was, 25 degrees. And it's pretty amazing.
Yep, icicles right on the ball.
It's cold.
Very impressed with that freshman, number 8.
Jack.
About 12, 13 minutes, and I was thoroughly impressed.
I have to be honest, Jim. I can see why Coach Haig put him in. He's got some very good skills. There's a nice ball, Jim.
Oh, found it, Johnny P.
Johnny P.
Oh,
Deflection off the defender. Could have went in.
That was going.
Could have went in.
Good left foot for Johnny.
You know, our offensive looks like the goalie just kicked over the line there.
Yeah, it
Well, there's another kid, Johnny. That kid can run all day. Now that's a relative of yours, isn't it, Johnny?
Yep, nephew Johnny Peterson.
So I'm assuming the way he runs, it's related to your wife.
Oh yeah,
Is that correct?
yeah. I will say that Johnny's worked hard all. I'm going to give credits to him, but I've heard he's worked extremely hard all summer. He did get some private lessons from big cousin Aaron. I saw them working out a couple of times over the summer.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Being passed down from one to another, just like it's been for so many years in this program.
Yeah, I saw a little bit. I saw was a quick turn shoot. I know they were working on that. So here's his opportunity. Well, that was definitely a quick turn. Whoa! Beautiful shot. Woo!
You don't see that 20, what was that, 20?
Oh, that would have to be a 27, 28-yard shot.
Wow.
Hard, high, right on target. And that was
Viking goal in the
Kyler, huh?
34th minute, number 18, Kyler Narrance.
Kyler, I'll tell you what, when you watch this back, that from Jim and I's perspective, that's an absolutely beautiful shot.
Over here from the bench.
Returning for Lomira, number 17, Gage Fleischman.
Looks like a little Fleischman.
His whole pocket.
he possesses a unique ability even on this talented team. Him and Travis, he and Travis Clary are the only two that can, literally shoot that rocket. And very few teams have anyone. We got two. It's a great advantage there.
Yeah, we just had a little penalty. Pastor is calling for advantage. I'd probably have to agree with him. I would have let him play there. I think that Zunker made an excellent defensive play. Got the ball. Oh! I think the ref saw that. But I was saying Zunker made a heck of a ball, got it up the field, made a pass, and got fouled. Billets with a nice ball here.
Oh,
Right on target. Right on target. All you could ask for.
yeah.
Nice fake.
One more. That's good defense.
Boy, is he scrappy, huh?
You deserve that.
Oh, is that scrappy. Absolutely beautiful. Billets, boy, I'll tell you what. You might have had some knee problems, but you are playing outstanding.
Hustle there and
Yep.
tenacity was.
Just kept after the ball. Pesky player. This could be a little bit dangerous here. Luke's wearing his predominant pink rubber band today, showing off for cancer.
Forward. Go, stop.
I just thought it was going to say the color.
Trying to support the
Returning for the
cancer
Lions, number 5, Peterson
folks.
Spanbauer. And for the Vikings, number 10, Zach Wright. And number 12, Luke Mayhawk.
I'll tell you, if these felt and our other forward there did a nice job of coming in and subbing.
Yeah, you'd like to see
Hunter.
a little bit more hustle out of Rich. Maybe not hustle, aggressiveness. A couple of balls there he could have won, and and hopefully that'll come with time. You need to be a little bit stronger, a little more physical up there. But they certainly didn't hurt us one bit. Oh,
Whoops.
I see a little nonchalant there. Cost us.
Yep. That's the most challenging thing, Jim, when you're up 4-0. To keep playing at 100%, not worry about the score, but worry about how well you're playing every play.
I agree 100%. And, over the years, we've witnessed so many blowouts in the flyweight conference, and that's where a coach has to do his job. You play the game. You don't play the situation. You play the game. You play the opponent, no matter what the score is. And evidently, they must have done that on Tuesday night against
Your
Fondy.
name.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Quite a bit harder games in the schedule.
Okay.
I looked ahead at the schedule right before the state tournament.
Number 2 is Ethan.
Looks like they've.
Number 2 is Ethan Middlestead. Evan. Are you Ethan or Evan?
Go.
Solid play. Solid play by Zach Schrader to get the ball up. Oh my goodness! Look at that ball.
Number 10.
Oh,
The left foot's going to be a little bit of work tonight.
the lineup was absolutely perfect. Luke, I gotta give you kudos for getting the ball off fast. Shooting for the poles, just went wide on you. But as you play better teams, if you don't get those shots off fast like that, you'll never get them
Returning
off.
for the Lions, number
Probably
2,
had a little bit
Evan
more
Middleton.
time here
Number
against
9,
Lomira.
Caleb Weston.
But
Number
typically,
18,
really
Talon Sloan. And number 21,
high-powered defensive
Braden
team, you won't
South.
get that opportunity. The wind is playing a little bit of little hard off the goal kicks. We'll see how it affects us in the second half. Oh, goalie does not come out. I didn't hear much talking there, Jim.
We'll see how Lomira reacts here, too. This is going to be a tough second half.
Returning for the Vikings,
Will
number
they
8,
pack it in,
Jack
or will they,
Brady. Number
stay at
14,
it?
John
Keep getting
O'Connor. And number 15, Josh Fiesfeld.
Looks like got a couple of kids coming out pretty sweaty. Lomira will have one advantage, Jim, coming into the second half.
Oh, keeper's out.
And that is the wind.
Yeah, you wonder. You know, we've seen that before in these 4:30 games where one team takes the win in the first half, and usually by 6:30 or so,
It's
starts
gone.
dying down.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
gone.
smart thing to do. So
Yep,
we'll see if that happens tonight.
Take the wind when you can.
Yep.
Oh, nicely done. Lays it right where it's supposed to go.
Nice catch.
Is that Johnny? That was
Johnny
a
Peterson
great
with a
ball.
beautiful cross. Ooh, little stutter
There we
step.
go.
Ooh,
That was a good shot, Kyler. That was a good shot.
line it up.
Everybody on? Look at
Oh, right to the pole. A foot high. Just a ball high. I'll tell you what. Lined it up, put some power on it.
As a
Returning for the
goalie,
Lions,
all
number
you can do,
3,
John, is
Costa
basically
Florco.
hope, because there's
And
no
number
way you're
4,
getting that.
Isaac Liebenhagen.
Is that Liebenhagen or Copenhagen?
This is St. John's boy. Got a few of them out there.
That Xavier Rock was too.
Yep, and Evan Middlestead.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk to somebody down there.
Isaac just did that.
Oh, there is a battle.
He kind of came over the top of him with his arm a little bit.
I'm sure you got
Nice cutback.
Well, they're
Puts it right in position. Boy, that goalie really has a lot of activity. He has got to stay paying attention every second.
I don't know if you've been noticing, John, but whether it's Billets or Thiesfeld out here on the left, that kid is getting to that far post religiously every single time, and that's going to pay off. You know, when a ball's going to come dribbling through there, and he's going to have himself a free goal. Hustle's been good. Don't they have spray like they do in the Premier League?
Yeah, aftershave.
We're going to start bringing our shaving cream along and give it to the refs.
Yep.
Look at that baby fly.
Ooh. Tough to head those. Ooh, high ball. Hey, that's the first time Nick has touched the ball. No threat, but nice to see him touch the ball a little.
Runs up 20 feet, throws it.
Yep,
He's
that.
watching too much pro soccer.
Yep, that's what I like to see. Luke coming around the corner. Can he beat him?
Oh! Kid just
Oh! Oh!
right down the half. He just went like that and showed him with two hands.
We had two incredible plays there. One, Luke took a chuck and then wide open goal, and we just mishandled it. Should have been a goal.
Look at that, Johnny Peterson.
Oh! Foul on the goalie? No, they're not going to call it.
This guy leads the goalie. He's not allowed to take the guy out. He's
He's
going for the ball.
That's always a tough call.
Just like a field player can't say, I'm going for the ball, and then I can take the guy out. It's his area. He's allowed to use his hands and go.
Guys, knock it off.
Guys, I'll ref the
No,
game.
knock it off. Knock it off.
I'll ref the game, all right?
Hey, let's start. 42 minutes late. Here
Chipped
we go.
into the center.
Oh.
Nice header right in. Nice goalie play. Nice header.
Great play by the defender there.
Diesfeld put the ball right where it needed to go, and I'll tell you what, the goalie makes another really good play. Yeah, those goalie plays, you know,
What is that guy doing? Kicking the ball up there.
you got to somewhat have control of the ball, or at least be looking like you're going for the ball rather than taking a player out. But certainly at the college level, I see that more often than you can believe. Oh, there is a beautiful,
Oh, Zach.
absolutely beautiful header. Absolutely beautiful header.
Nice.
And Luke
Sure.
gets a beautiful corner. Jimmy adjusted that corner
Oh,
kick.
Talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, adjusted that corner
Viking
kick.
goal in the 44th minute.
Absolutely perfect. And Zach just right at the
Number
perfect
17,
angle.
Zach Schrader. On a corner kick by Luke Mayhawk.
Goalie never had a chance to make that play. It went right to the opposite corner as the goalie came up. I don't know if you can draw that up any better.
You know, I love that, John. We've seen that going back years and years and years. Coach always brings one or two of his bigger, stronger defenders up for those set pieces. Remember how many times Jacob Schroff?
I was just going to say my favorite, I got to be honest, my favorite heading guy off of the corner kicks, Jake Schroffnagel.
Dirty kind of kid you really like on your team. You know? A little bit here, a little there, just so the ref wouldn't see it. But great competitor. Yeah, good to see. We saw him less than a month ago. He was back from Japan, and it was nice to spend some time with Jake.
Yep. Great military, giving himself to the country.
Yep.
Couldn't ask for more from a nice kid. So, Jake, if you get a chance to watch this, kudos out to you.
Oh! Johnny P. wanted to touch that baby.
Trying to put that in. Yeah, we're winding down here. We got a score 5-0 in the first half, going into the 44th minute.
1 minute remaining in the half.
I don't know what more WLA could do with Jim and a half. Maybe a little bit more defense. But, you know, they really haven't had the opportunity.
You know, like you said, Lomira will have the win, so maybe that defense is going to have to earn its keep here. Oh, Johnny, what hustle. Johnny, great hustle.
And a beautiful ball right in there to make a play, and Thiesfeld put her over the top. I think his eyes were as big as plates. Saw that goal and ended up taking it over the top.
That shot is a lot harder than it appears.
Oh,
you see it in every level. You know? It's just,
he wants that back, doesn't he? He wants that one back.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, winding it down the first half. Excellent half for WLA. Like I said, couldn't do much wrong offensively. Up 5-0. So, excellent first half for WLA. The scoring power continues. And it was great substitution by Pastor Haig to move those players through on a kind of a warm day. Jim, what's your thoughts on the first half?
I'm always one to, especially when you have a little bit of a lopsided affair like we knew this was going to be, the one thing I always look for, and we talked about it earlier, is will WLA keep the intensity when it's 2-0, 3-0, 5-0, 10, who knows? And that's what I'm looking for in the second half more so than anything. I thought they didn't let up one bit in the first half, and I hope we see it in the second, because at some point they're going to have to play 90 minutes to win the next game and move on.
Well, that's good insight, Jim, and we will be right back right after the corner and the halftime report. Here's the Jim and John Show with the halftime report. This week's halftime report is really a look back, a reflection of last year's season. An absolutely tremendous season with 19 wins, 2 losses, and 6 ties. Really, I look it up as runner-up in the conference, coming down to the last week or so of the season, going to the tournament and winning and being the sectional champs, runner-up at the regional champs, and really 1 game away from going back to the state tournament. And kudos to that great defense last year, led by seniors Justin Kraus and Charlie Lair. They just did a fantastic job. So, to the 2015 WLA boys soccer team, thank you for a great season. And now it's time to look forward and get back to the game. WLA and Lomira taking the field for the second half. 5-0. Pitch looks absolutely beautiful.
We would like to thank Tyler Schwartz with Ignesian Healthcare Center for Bone and Joint Health for providing sports medicine services for our school and this event. Thank you to our statisticians this evening, Kaylee Gill and Sarah Jacobs, and our ball runners, Wyatt Clary and Chloe Dorst.
And Tyler's theme is if he didn't break it, he'll fix it anyways.
Wyatt in grade school. He said
Here we go with the second half. WLA now going into the win. So we'll see if defense gets a little bit more opportunity and some more touches. Quick whistle.
Quick on that, isn't he? Every time a guy goes down, it's
Quick whistle. Quick whistle. Doesn't look to see if the advantage is going to play through, but yeah, I've known him for many years.
I wasn't.
Oh,
It's a good ball. Almost
nice
got a
ball.
crier out of that one, didn't he?
Thought maybe the wind would take that right in. John O'Connor, is he going to take it in? I used to.
But then his hair.
Oh, Zach.
His hair.
Oh,
That was beautiful.
oh,
A little deeper if he could have. Everything good on that. Oh,
and a score.
is that Ben Dorst?
Orange shoes, Ben Dorst. Thank goodness he has shoes on so I could see that. Zach really kind of set that up with beat his guy around the corner and then put the ball right
In
in
the
the
46th
center
minute,
of the
Viking goal
box.
by number 3, Ben Dorst.
Very quick score. Zach crossed over. Yep.
Yeah. You almost want to give him an assist, even though it probably wasn't, because he worked his tail off.
Right, right. For high school, we're going to give him the assist.
Kind of like hockey, you can go 3 passes back.
When it's a hustle play, you got to give him credit. Here he comes again. Nice
He
ball.
was going to drop that off outside to Josh. But... Well, the first minute shows me a few kids in red with their shoulders slumped. This could be a long game.
Or not.
And we're
Is there still mercy
balancing.
rule?
Still have the 10 on before the.
Well, no,
We
anytime after. I don't know
60.
what.
yeah, we should have asked. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the rule changes this year. I'm
Is
back.
it still the mercy rule? Yeah, I believe so. How many? 10. They have to play 60 minutes. They have to play 60
Okay, so the rule, mercy rule is 60-minute, 10-0. Used to play that mercy rule in ping pong when I had to play my friend Mike Matchy.
Go, 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 go!
Mike Mechie from Oshkosh.
We're 19, Johnny, get inside of it.
Oh, those were the days.
Used to take advantage of that poor kid at the boys' club.
So now I should know this because they were in our class. Are they twins?
Mike and Lisa are not. They are 2 years apart.
Oh, so now you're good?
Yes, they
Both
are.
in our class.
They are 2 years apart in age.
Stay
Oh, we decided
inside.
But it's not that unusual, John. How long were you in 3rd grade?
At least 7
I
years.
was there 4. I loved it. It was awesome. I went in as the shortest, came out as the tallest.
In fact, they kept putting me back because of my height. It was a measurement instrument, not intelligence.
You're shorter than last year.
Just like put your back leg.
I used to joke about that, being in 4th grade for numerous years, but my boys started to believe it. So when they were young, so I figured I better knock it off.
They'd ask him to
Oh,
read
that's
a book,
obvious.
and he'd say, I don't know how boys. And if I had to do something and they'd ask me to read a book, I'd say, go ask your dad. He doesn't know how to read, Mom.
High kick.
Not a bad crowd here, John, for the Vikings.
Yeah, 4:30 game, as we talked about, is always hard for parents to make that early game.
Well, catching some sun, catching some rays.
Look at this side of the field is wide open. Oh, look at that poke.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Very
Oh! Nicely done right in front of the goal.
Very nice cross.
An assist by Johnny Peterson, and that was that Zach?
That was Zach,
Yeah. Luke missed and Zach cleaned up. But
you got to give Johnny Peterson all kinds of credit.
Viking goal
you know,
in
it
the
was
49th
wide open
minute.
on this side
Number
of the
10,
field.
Zach
as
Wright on an assist by number 11, Johnny Peterson.
Johnny just took advantage, poked it around the guy, beat him to the corner in a perfect 22-degree back, just like we were talking about.
Oh. Grab Johnny.
You know, nice physical play by both players, and unfortunately, we got the foul on that.
Johnny Peterson, help Mark.
He's just.
Direct kick here. Good angle. Let's see what Lomira can do.
Ooh,
Boy, that was a dropper there, Jim.
that looked like one of my kicks.
We're dropping off, man. We're dropping off.
That happens typically when you hit the top third of the ball. She'll start high and drop low, which is great if you're taking a shot at goal. A little tough when you're doing a direct kick.
Boy, Nick's leg strength is incredible this year. You see that?
That was his kick?
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, a little bit, not a lot of wind, a little wind quartering into him, and he still put it a good 5 yards past center, which is great to see. Oh,
Good
there's a
pickup
good
on that.
ball.
Can he beat the goalie?
Again, he is.
Goalie is aggressive.
Man, he was so close to being out.
Hard to judge his speed. He looks like a freight train with all that beef, but yet there's speed there.
Saw that same thing in the first half, and
But don't forget Johnny.
Luke beat him for a goal. This time he was a step quicker.
Now this time they put 3 guys on Johnny, and he passes off the ball. 22-degree back? Yes, sirree. Not quite.
It was a great ball.
Let's see if Thiesfeld wins this ball, which he does. Good job, Thiesfeld. Playing the guy tight, putting him under pressure, making him kick it out.
Don't let him push you around, guys. Don't let him push you.
2 for the price of 1 in that.
Don't let him push you over.
He said that like 6 times now.
It's like John O'Connor really beefed up and just took 2 players out at once on a very shoulder-to-shoulder play. Nothing illegal, just a real strong physical play.
It's all part of varsity soccer. You
Boy,
got
when you get later in the season, what happens, Jim? Does it get physical or what?
it's coming. I'm sure they're going to see that this weekend with Wisco and KML. Both those teams like to mix it up a little bit.
The thing after you play a very physical team is you come back, and if you'd play a team like this, boy, you get called to death because you're used to playing that physical Division I, ball, and then you got to come down, to a Division III or IV team that's, a little bit underskilled and.
So what have you? What have you seen, John, so far with communication with this group? You impressed?
Yeah, a little hard to hear all the time because of the wind, but you got a lot of younger players that are doing okay. You must be communicating because the balls are put right exactly where they need to go.
Oh, he pushed our goalie.
Yeah, that's a good call by the referee. It's a very good call. Luke was very aggressive on the play, pushed the goalie from the back. It was the right call, but you know what? I'd rather see him do that than just stand there and look.
Yep.
You got to try and make a play on the ball.
You never know when that's going to turn into a goal. Might be a big one.
Look at that, 22-degree again, Jimmy. And there it is. Boy, you just bring that ball back across the goal at that 22-degree, and you can put that in almost every time. Thiesfeld, Josh Thiesfeld put that in off of.
Viking goal in the 53rd minute. Number 15, Josh Thiesfeld on an assist from number 10, Zach Wright.
I don't know if you could say anything more than
In for the Lions, number 6,
that was
Juan
almost a
Forlanga.
golf shot. I mean, it was like off of a tee. All you had to do was hit the ball. And that's exactly what he did. We just saw Josh Thiesfeld in the first half have that same opportunity and blow it over the top. And this time, that was the difference this time, Jimmy. He really thought about it and took a beautiful shot and put it right in. Look at that. Nicely done.
Hustle 11.
What are you doing? Get there, Caleb.
This is going to be a fun
Always a fun team to watch, yes.
You move the ball. Just
I saw that. That was I saw that. I was just
You know, I'm impressed, Jim, because early in the season to score goals, 9 last game. What do we have now? 8?
I know he saw
8 this game already. I'll tell you what, offense is the hardest thing. It's much easier to play defense than it is offense. And to score 8 goals, what time do we have? In the 54 minutes and have 8 goals already?
John, how many times in the last 8 years that we've been watching together or more have we seen games like this where we've missed 14, 15 shots in a row?
Yeah.
To your point, it's about finishing, and they are good at it.
Look at that even.
Yep.
I mean, that is
Very nice. They're making they're making the goalie make saves, and if not, they're putting it in.
yeah, I've seen tough games where you get 2, maybe 3 opportunities, that's all. And if you don't take advantage of them, you end up with an L instead of a W. A lot of wind coming across.
Yeah, unless you call me. I mean, I'll be getting my hair cut.
Where is it?
No, it's on 12th Street. Anything. It is my life is a soap, bro.
And I don't so
Watch Kaylee. Watch Channel Kaylee. Don't give me a world. I should create a blog. Do it. Just journal about your feelings. Just what happened today. The world ended.
Well, play for the rest of the conference. You are playing against a really good team. You know, run from it and
Here's the first time we've had a little opportunity. Play a little swing.
very nice. Nicely done. See how they swap there, switch positions.
Brought it to the other side. It was a nice ball. Defense is playing with it a little bit. Spread them around. Got out of the box out.
There we go. There we go.
And number 2 for Lomira actually played on WLA Summer Soccer League.
Oh, is that right?
He's from Lomira. He's one of my ex-Sunday school students.
Returning for Lomira, number 16, Xavier Rowe.
16 in red kind of looks like a young Richie Schultz, doesn't it, from the side?
he went to
Scrawny little.
Well, we got a one-on-one.
Can you do that when there's 3 guys? So that,
Yep. That was Lomira's legitimate opportunity. Just that to me looked like. Look at this play.
It's like you never know.
Oh, and score. I'll tell you what, that was some incredible. Zach.
Yeah, it was that.
Some incredible dribbling, Zach. Right, excellent job.
Are you doing the?
And Johnny Peterson
Breaking
with
goal
the
in the
finish.
57th minute.
Okay.
9-0 WLA.
Number 3, Ben Dorst. On an assist from number 10, Zach Wright.
I'll tell you what, that was
19.
just a minute.
8,
4 goals in
2, 6.
11 minutes.
And I think Billets, is he in there?
Is that 4 goals?
And Devin Schneider. 5-0
5-0 at halftime, yeah. 9-0. That was an impressive first 10 minutes for the second half.
Returning for the Vikings. Number 2, Hunter Gardner. Number 6, Richie Thiesfeld. Number 8, Jack Brady. Number 16, Michael Billets. Number 19, Devin Schneider. And number 20, Luke Schlavinsky.
Now 11 minutes into the second half, coach has decided to do a major substitution. As you heard the announcer, we had quite a few players exchanging. Give some of these younger players some minutes to play. See if they can put one in the goal. Devin Schneider making a play for the ball, trying to win it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, did you see a bender there?
Wicked, almost number 3 for Mr. Dorst.
Ben kept fighting for the ball. Got her
For the Lions, number 17, Gage Fleischman.
Devin did a nice job of getting the ball through. Had to fight through a couple of players, but did a very nice job at least getting her an opportunity to do something with it. And that's what you always want to try and do when you get up into that top third.
Oh, what a nice pass.
And, goalie play. Tell you what, that goalie has been fairly impressive. Might be 9-0, but
He's definitely had 3 or 4 nice saves.
he's had a few nice saves. I'll tell you, when you play against a great offensive team like WLA, if you're the goalie, you get a workout. You get some really good experience back there. You don't get to pick flowers. Corner kick with a really strong back wind.
Richie's a natural lefty, I believe, so let's see if he can
So Richie at the corner pole.
get it up there and let her ride.
See if we see 10-0
nice.
here.
Get it in, keep it in. They're still good.
Jack, is he going to get a shot? A lot of players in front of him.
Could've.
Looking for that opening, Jimmy had 3 players right in front of him. Probably a little bit better to push it out wide, pull the players out, and then bring it back in. But, you know, a first-year guy at varsity level, they'll get the hang of that as the season goes on. Hard to shoot through guys. Now, sometimes you can get a deflection off of a guy, but you got 3 guys standing.
Oh, is it impressive as this big group of seniors is for WLA? This group of juniors, there's not a lot of them, but there's some incredible talent there. And of course, that freshman.
Yeah, that's nice. That was an excellent play by Zunker. Just waited to see the opening.
The freshman. Shoot, son.
Take the shot. Whoopsie. Well, you get a little bit of experience there. Hunter took the shot right at the goalie.
Wide open with an open player to the left. That's inexperience.
Yep.
At least he got it off.
Got the ball, hit it off the goalie. I don't think the goalie has caught many, but he certainly stopped enough.
Like a day later.
Which is a great learning experience when the goalie bobbles a lot. It teaches those kids that you keep coming forward until the ball is dead.
Yes. Yep.
You just keep going and going and going until the whistle blows. Because a lot of times guys, the shot goes off and they don't follow up. They just kind of dilly-dally around. But this is a great learning experience.
Got to stay in attack mode all the time.
61 minutes down, so young players getting an opportunity to play. There's our freshman again, Jack out there.
Remember that name, John, Jack Robbie.
David,
You're
go after
going to
that
hear a
ball.
lot of him in the next 3 years.
It's a nice play right there. That's a tough defensive play, spinning the ball right back to dead center, 25 yards out. Can't win games if you continue to do that kind of stuff. Tough to win
Bring it over
games.
here, Luke. See what's happening on this side.
Yeah, we should widen the field out a little bit here. John.
Right there. Yeah. It was a long time ago.
You said Evan, right? Go ahead.
One of the things you see from young players is your outside mid playing way in instead of spreading that field out. If I had a rip on what I've seen so far, that's probably one of the few things that you could probably improve on. A little bit wider, widen out the field. Over his head, right in. A miracle shot from the Zunkermeister. The Zunker winds up with a hole. Let's see, that had to be a 37 to 40 yard shot. Ball was drifting and right over the goalie's head to put the game out of reach.
Viking goal by number 4, Jacob Zunker.
10-0. Zunker puts the game out of reach and the mercy roll. Congratulations to WLA on an awesome battle.
Well, this much I can tell you, John. I was really looking forward to this year. No, even more so. This is a thing of beauty, and obviously there'll be some stiffer competition, but what I see I really like. Looking forward to good season.
I'll tell you what, the offense showed up and played. I would have liked to see a little bit more out of the defense, but perhaps the next game we'll get a chance to see more of the defense. But I'll tell you what, that was well played offense and an excellent deserved victory for WLA. So we'll be right back with the post-game show in just a minute. Okay, here we are with Luke and Zach, our two high scorers of the game. How many did you have, Luke?
1, 3 assists.
Okay, and 3 assists.
3 goals and 3 assists.
3 goals, 3 assists. That's a great start. This is our first game of the conference season. What Luke? What do you see going forward here? What does the season look like?
I see a lot of potential. We've been distributing the ball really well in the midfield, which is something we really haven't done in high school together. We usually are just like running and gunning to the corner, the outside mids. So I really like that we're controlling the ball in the midfield.
Great. Yeah, this has been an offensive firehouse. I mean, we put in 9 against Fond du Lac, and tonight 10 goals in just about 63 minutes. Zach, what's going on?
Yeah, like Luke said, we're being more successful going forward because we're not just running and gunning, having more patience, and then we're getting better chances and finishing.
It was unfortunately we didn't get to see much from the defense, but looked like the midfield helped you guys out pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. The midfield's really been there for us this year despite Travis's injury, which is really a good sign saying that we can be successful without our best player.
Well,
the defense, although they're new, has done a pretty good job shutting out this season.
Well, congratulations, guys, on an awesome victory and a great way to start the season. Good luck this weekend on the road.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to our post-game report, and hope you enjoy the game. And we will be back live on September 6th. That's Tuesday, September 6th, when WLA takes on Central Wisconsin Christian at home. We'll see you then.